A2000 SPQR. And this is part 19, update on the HORTEN build. I want to give some appraisals on this model. If you want a really detailed kit, a meticulous challenge, oh great. Ignore the cat. This model is the model to get. This model has got meticulous details. It's got decals for the cockpit and everything else. Everything you need. Plus, it's a challenge. It really is. You got to pay attention to the 3 sets of instructions. There's a lot of warnings about assembly. You might have to jump another step to get one part in before you can continue with your ordinary assembly. The detail on this model is amazing. Plus the fact, if you don't want to put those details in, you can just build the model outward appearance and get a pretty doggone good, excellent rendition of this make of aircraft. The only thing that I really don't like about this model is that it doesn't come with a pilot. So I got to make my own pilot. And that's the only criticism I've got for this bird. It would really be nice if I had a pilot. But anyway, you can retract the landing gear, you can or make it stand on its main mounts. It's got drag brakes where you can have them up and exposed, or what's the word I'm looking for? Resting in its natural state. All that. So let's get with the model. all I gotta do now is arrange the cockpit assemblies and get the canopy on. I gotta make my own pilot. Did some research. The uniform was pretty simple. It was usually an iron gray flight suit or a tan flight suit, dark brown. The pilot wore an oxygen mask and had goggles. There really wasn't much to it. So that'll be an easy assembly. What really trips me out is the nose landing gear, and it rests in an upward position right there, right behind the pilot. That is trippy. But everything fits. Very well engineered model kit. Okay, I told you about the good things. Let me tell you about the bad things. The clear plastic that the skin is molded in has a textured, frosty look to it. It's not really totally clear. It's a little bit frosted, a little bit textured. Just kind of makes the details inside a little frosty, blurry, hazy. It's really not too bad, but I don't think it was necessary to frost the clear plastic. I think if they just made it really super clear, it would have been fine. I would use the liquid cement with a brush to glue the clear parts together, and I would not use window maker because you want to glue this without any kind of residue. And the liquid cement tends to bond this plastic very well. Right here is where I tried to use window maker, and as you can see, I've got an unsightly white cement line around the main mount here. Had I have used the liquid with the brush applicator, I would not have that. Lessons learned. I just don't want you to make the same mistakes I made. And of course, when you're putting together the clear skin, it really gets hard to glue this thing together because if your eyes are like mine, putting the glue brush to the plastic to join them gets a little bit crazy because, well, literally you can't see. So you got to watch out for that. If that's the worst of the problems, you're not going to have any problems really. Okay. Next step, the canopy bubble, the pilot, and mounting this on a base, and I'll come up with my final video of the HORTEN 229. keep modeling.